am not yet defeated.
Yes, you are.
Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're taking a look at 10 references and Easter eggs just about every fan spotted in Mortal Kombat 1.
Steven, this was fantastic. Thank you. Oh, just like the old days.
Before we begin, we publish new videos all week long, so be sure to subscribe to MojoPlays and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Havik Reincarnated.
You will not have it.
You don't need it. You're dead. Speaking of which, you just killed my best friend. And I'm not one to forgive and forget. Fight!
One of the very first references you can spot in the campaign is in Johnny Cage's chapter, which, for the most part, is an Indiana Jones reference itself. As his on-screen sidekick prepares some explosives, Johnny goes toe-to-toe with a familiar-looking corpse. Longtime Mortal Kombat fans should immediately recognize this corpse as the original iteration of Havik from the days of Deadly Alliance and Deception. The difference here is that he is now just a costume used to convey the leader of the Kali Ma. Wait a second, is that mocap in the background there?
Johnny, I don't have...
You're right. Not here. I'll swing by your office after I change.
Film Fanatic Johnny.
Get away from her, you bitch.
Excuse me?
You know, the movie.
Havik's starring role in Johnny's movie isn't the only movie reference in Mortal Kombat 1. Mr. Cage himself speaks almost exclusively in movie quotes, and for some, it may become a bit obnoxious. It certainly was for me. He'll quote lines from Alien, the James Bond movies, and of course, Indiana Jones. If you like that level of fan service, well, to each their own. For us, Johnny needs to take a bit of a chill pill.
This'll be worth millions.
It belongs in a museum.
A Foxy Fox reference.
What did you do with Jen's body?
Poor Kung Lao. You'll never see her again.
Johnny did take a chill pill and instead let Kung Lao have this one. As many of us know, Nitara is voiced by Megan Fox, who has claimed to be a big Mortal Kombat fan, even if it doesn't show in her performance. NetherRealm Studios threw in a fun reference to one of her most famous performances, which was in the 2009 horror comedy Jennifer's Body. It's on the nose, yes, but it is kind of cute how Nitara plays along with the bit.
I think it's just like an opportunity that anybody would want, because we did all grow up playing the game, and it is one of the greatest video games of all time.
Perfect headwear.
You couldn't steal a more functional hat.
What? It hides your face. And honestly, it suits you.
This one was also a little too on the nose, but we admittedly couldn't help chuckling at it. At the beginning of Chapter 8, Kenshi, Johnny, Kung Lao, and Ashrah grab outfits to disguise themselves from Shao Kahn, while Reptile creates a distraction. Johnny gives Ashrah a hat that looks remarkably similar to the one she wore back in the 3D games. It isn't the exact same one, no, but Johnny's compliment to her was enough to make us smile a bit. Glorious Gold. Shifting focus back to Mr. Cage, the washed-up movie star does hold a neat nod in his mansion. On one of his shelves is a small collection of awards. One of them should look familiar to MK11 players. That is because one of those awards is the same one Johnny holds in one of his outros in MK11. We almost missed it ourselves with all the focus you have to put on fighting, as well as the visual effects and blood splashing everywhere.
And scene.
The kids ain't alright.
Allow me.
This one was too funny to ignore. One of the most contentious aspects of MKX was the introduction of Cassie Cage, Jackie Briggs, Takeda, and Kung Jin, degradingly dubbed the MKX Kids. Some fans loved one or two of them, most hated all four of them. NetherRealm knew this and brought them back for no more than 10 seconds. During the climactic battle in Chapter 15, all four of them descend from the pyramid only for them to be killed off in an instant. The disrespect was deserved.
Thank you, Kitana.
You're welcome. Now hurry. There's no time to waste.
Wanted for stupidity. Speaking of characters who absolutely deserve a ton of disrespect, Hsu Hao once again rears his ugly head into another game. Thankfully, NetherRealm is still poking fun at his existence. Towards the back of Madame Beau's tavern, you can see a poster with an illustration of Hsu Hao drawn on it. Whether this is a wanted poster or not is entirely up to you. We, on the other hand, like to believe he is being hunted to this day for his awful mustache, and his dumb hat, and his dumb appearance in general. Everything about him is dumb.
Much more to come.
Brutality.
Best accident ever. And here we have another Johnny Cage reference, but this one is really cool. For his fatal blow, Johnny takes his opponent's face and smashes it into the camera. Now busted beyond repair, the camera displays a message at the bottom that reads "Error Macro." This is the same message that would birth Ermac back in the old days. In the third revision of the original Mortal Kombat, this message would appear under certain errors associated with Reptile as Ermac. However, players mistook this as confirmation of the presence of a secret character. Rumors spread, and it would inspire Midway to introduce Ermac.
Wins.
B-movie with a D-grade reference.
Reminds me of this cheap-ass film I did in my early days. The Flesh Pits. God, that was trash.
They really packed all of the references into Johnny, didn't they? In Chapter 5 of the campaign, Baraka escapes Shang Tsung's prison with Kenshi, Johnny, and Kung Lao. As they look for a way back into Outworld, Johnny remarks that the prison looks like the set of a film he was in called The Flesh Pits. Well, that is actually the name of the prison, and it has become a key location for the franchise since the 2011 reboot.
We gotta get out of here.
Forden forged forever.
What in the actual fuck?
Good evening, Johnny Cage.
Once again, Johnny delivers the fan service, but in all honesty, this was the best one. One of his finishing moves sees him put his rival into a snazzy sports car before slamming the door through their abdomen. As Johnny triggers the car's nitrous, you can hear the high-pitched "Toasty" we've come to know and love. It just wouldn't be a Mortal Kombat game if Dan Forden's voice wasn't thrown in somewhere.
Vroom vroom. And boom.
Fatality.
Which Easter egg was your favorite in MK1? Let us know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to MojoPlays for more great videos every day.